Прибыли в Skagway. Я проснулась, а мы уже стоим. И два кораблика, за которыми мы следуем, потому что все время приходим в порт, и эти два корабля здесь уже в порту. То есть идем по пятам за ними. Так, что-то там загружает, погружает, пока еще никого, видно, не выпускает. Ну, тут ничего нового. Я поняла, что завтрак заказывать в номер очень даже выгодно. То есть пока я умывалась, накрашивалась, готовилась, принес завтрак, мне поставил, не надо никуда идти, отвлекаться, особенно если вот так вот рано утром прибываем в порт, как сегодня. Так что пошла завтракать и буду готовиться, собираться на экскурсию. Сегодня 8 часов у нас экскурсия будет длиться. То есть приедем почти к самому отплытию корабля. В 9 начинается, и почти мы где-то около 5 должны вернуться, и в 5:30 все уже должны быть на борту.
Into Canada, across the Canadian border. Afterwards, we're going to come to our destination. We're going to make several picture stops along the way, which are just stops so we can get out, take a picture of the beautiful scenery, take photos as families. It's going to be really awesome. And then we're going to stop at Caribou Crossing, our first destination, where we will be served lunch. We'll be able to tour the museums they have there. They have beautiful museums. They have dog sled rides. There are actually newborn puppies that guests get to hold. They're adorable. So that's a lot of fun. Afterwards, we'll be going to Karkross. It's a town next door that has a lot of cool gift shops, so we'll stop and see some of the history of the Klondike there. And afterwards, we will be stopping at a train station in Canada where you will take the train ride back down, back into Skagway, and I will drive down, very lonely drive all by myself. And then, and then I'll meet everybody in Skagway on the train. I'll pick you up from the train, drive a little bit around town, and then drop you off here at the boat. Plow. That is a snow plow that would go on the front of the train to clear the tracks up the Summit Pass. Many of the new people, the new Klondike gold rushers who'd come in from the lower 48 United States, would come to Alaska with $0 in their pocket, no friends or family, and no connections to really get them started. So the Arctic Brotherhood was a group of men who helped these newcomers out, and they'd give them food, money to prepare them for their journey. Hardware store, that is an Ace hardware store, the only hardware store in Skagway. It's kind of like our Walmart. It sells all sorts of odds and ends. And their motto is, if we don't have it, you don't need it. That electric sign was the first electric sign here in Skagway. And a little fun fact about Skagway, we had electricity here 1 full year before New York City. You'll notice the deep murky color that it has. The reason that it is so murky and not very opaque is because of all the glacial silt. The snow can pile up so high on the side of the road that the guardrail will kind of disappear, and a lot of the snow plowers won't know where the road ends and the cliffside begins. So to keep our snow plowers safe, they put these poles to let them know where each side is. You'll notice the different colors on these poles. That tells them where the cliffs begin and where the road ends. They have a saying among snow plowers. They say, white, you're all right, red, you're dead. So a lot of our guests might call them crazy. We as drivers, we just call them hazards. But does anybody know what the bears call them? Meals on wheels. Boy, this bus likes to shift gears a lot. Hold on, I'll try to... of gold would have to bring with them 2,000 pounds or 1 ton of food. Food and supplies to last them for an entire year, just to make sure that there wasn't a widespread famine in the Yukon Territory. The gold rush lasted about 4 or 5 years. By the end of the 4 or 5 years, everyone had gone home. That was it. Only the few that had made fortunes or made small businesses stayed here in Alaska. The U.S. military took over the White Pass Rail and completely modified it, changed it, and rebuilt it, adding more cars, more train engines, everything. We're now leaving the Arctic tundra and entering a boreal forest. Later that year, when the water started to rise, the church was completely flooded, and instead of just abandoning the church, they decided to roll it.
Sure, yeah.
Well, find the jumper in the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, he is like invasive.
Yes.
Hey, come here. Come here. Yeah, come here.
Okay.
Okay, one by one. Let her eat too. Come here.
Dr. Carter,
Lance Mackey is back to defend his title. He has now won 4 consecutive Yukon quests.
Hang on. Go.